get into it, family. Shouts out to the Most High. Shouts out to the ancestors, spiritual team. Very grateful, thankful for the universe as well, and also thankful for our higher self that controls this avatar. I'm checking in, see how everybody's doing. I don't know if any of you guys been experiencing anything. So hopefully, if so, what I'm saying, tap into the comments, let it be known, and see what we got to do. First thing I want to start off is that people who are spiritual and people who are seeking to understand if they want to be spiritual, which you're naturally spiritual anyway, um, going to give you some things that you can actually utilize. And something is better than nothing. Sometimes circumstances can be where you feel like things not working. Like, well, I'm doing this, but it's not working. Just keep pushing no matter what. That's what you have to do. 1 second. Anyway, moving forward. So one of the protections that you can actually use, you can take a candle or any sort, white candle. You can pray over this candle, seeking divine protection, clarity, and also removing any obstacles and delays that may be in your life that's caused by others or including yourself. We have to actually also understand that we're always around negative energies. And the reason why you don't actually feel it within yourself is because you're actually a positive person, but you recognize negative energy outside of you through people, places, and things and situations, emotions, as well as conversations that individuals have. However, the white candle, you can get that from any store, a dollar store, Walmart, or any store that actually has those things, or you can order them online. We'll get into the black candle at some point. It's used as for protection as well. Thank you for coming to the broadcast. I'm gonna do about 30 minutes. Try to make these broadcasts 20, 30 minutes because everybody got families and they got things to do. We want to get to the meats and potatoes of everything, and you can always come back and actually look at and listen to what's being said. I feel like any and everything is very important, even if people don't think that it's not, or the importance. I mean, we have to be able to give the opportunity in order to know if it's an opportunity. Um, Spiritual bath, real quick. You can take Florida water. What I've been shown to tell you, take Florida water. You can take lemon juice or lemon. You can use some of that juice and Epsom salt. And what that'll do, it'll keep you cleansed daily. You can do it daily. And the reason why you do a spiritual bath, so because you want to keep your energy cleansed, and you don't want any entities, dark entities, or anyone who's working against you with witchcraft or wishing you ill will or envy or jealousy or gossip or slander. It keeps you clear from those things. That's the purpose of introducing you to spiritual bath. Some people say, well, spiritual bath is something bad. Spiritual baths is not bad. Our ancestors, every culture, has been doing this forever until they brought religion. And even though when they brought religion to the table, people still was doing spiritual work and spiritual baths, just by the way, for those who don't know their history or of their history. It is very important that I would like to see younger people actually tap in and follow, and the importance of that, because they're going to be the generation not only now but in the future, and they're going to be the ones that actually going to be paving the way, and that the importance of them paving the way is very important for them to actually know everything that's possible, because they they don't want to end up like us, having to go through the struggles and the oh my God and the oh my God moment, and like, oh man, I can't believe this, and last but least, dang, I wish I would have knew that. So this channel is for all ages that's maturing and adults. Of course, we got some elders that's older than us. They didn't get to get it either, because a lot of things was compressed, or I mean, not compressed, but oppressed. And that also a lot of them wasn't seeking hard enough. And then, it comes with obedience when it comes down to the Most High as far as getting information. A lot of people feel a certain type of way with chosen seed and star seeds and light workers and holistic teachers and doctors, they're doctors as well. People are offended because it's not them, but nothing's stopping them to be them, meaning them that they're offended by or them being themselves to be the greater version of themselves. So, with that being said, it's very important that we not only understand our energy, but we also understand that when we misuse our energy by giving it to things that's low vibrational, it affects us. We'll talk about a couple things in this segment, just to put it out there, keep your eyes open and your ears, listening. And don't take my word for anything, but most importantly, go do your own homework and research so therefore things can be confirmed to you from the Most High or your higher self, whatever you truly believe. You may believe in both. Some people believe in deities and so forth. So it is what it is. Everything belongs to the Most High. Some people practice the dark side. Either way it goes, it still belongs to the Most High. Said eyes because I'm tired. That's why my eyes look red. My eyes is always red. It's been like that since I was a kid. It's probably for a good reason, but I'm pretty sure you probably smoke weed, so I'm pretty sure your eyes is red too. And then they probably get red as well if you tired. But anyway, um, so did the candle, did get into your affirmation. Your affirmation is very important. You want to alter your mind, your state of mind, to positive, different results than what you've been getting. Then you also need to isolate yourself from others for a little while so you actually really tune into yourself and get to know yourself better. A lot of time people spend so much time interacting with people, places, and things, and the internet, and swiping the phone. You know what I'm saying? Looking at videos. Some of the videos that you're looking at is the same video. It's not teaching you nothing, showing you anything. Um, only thing I'm doing is exposing things, telling you things. You do not have to listen to me. Importantly, you always listen to yourself. Whatever decision that you make, you only affect you. You don't affect others. And if you do affect others, then you will consequently pay the consequences for that. Whether it's this lifetime or other lifetimes to come, or someone that you genuinely care about will be affected because of your actions. This is where you get generation curse. People are like, well, what is a generation curse for those who know and for those who don't know? And a generation curse is the actions of others. You're held accountable for all the bloodlines, all the people present, all the people who are no longer existing in the physical body. You are responsible to make a decision what side you pick. Person, what you mean, what side? Are you going to be a positive person or are you going to be a negative person? Or are you going to play both sides? You're going to be positive and negative. Either way it goes, there's consequences for both. A lot of time when you're a positive person, people feel like that you are a weak person, but positive people, not weak people. They just decide, importantly, that it's healthy relationships and connections that they're willing to be involved in that allow them to actually only resonate with that, and it's also healthy for the other person because a person positive doesn't mean that darker side is not vicious at all. So it's very important for people to understand that if they choose to, if they choose not, then there's a tower moment that will happen at some point that they be like, oh man, I shouldn't have said or I shouldn't have done. We're not looking for people to continuously to be the results of what you've already observed, which is people already doing this stuff. In all actuality, time is wasted because people are not importantly using their times wisely. It's very important to pay attention what you're paying attention to because what you're paying attention to may not be paying attention to you, which is giving you what you deserve, which is the full benefits of living in this vessel. So I'm just here to talk about a few things. One of the things I want to talk about, besides what I've already spoken about, spiritual warfare. People not aware of spiritual warfare. Some people think it's just hearsay or it's blah, blah, blah. It's not blah, blah, blah. Every day, regardless of what warfare that anyone's going through, even if it looks like he or she is happy and have all that they have, there is the word that I'm looking for would be let me put it this way: there are offenses or offenses that's ready to attack. They're prepared to attack, and attack don't necessarily mean you see the physical body. Energy is everywhere, so people use their energy, they use their emotion, they use their words, they use their thoughts, they even use their vision and imagination to actually counteract other people's lives. And then they be wondering like, dang man, me and my girl, I'm just using an example, me and my girl was getting along, man, and all of a sudden now things ain't working. You gotta learn how to protect your relationship. You gotta learn how to protect you, your family, your kids, your materialistic things, all of that. You gotta learn how to protect your goals. You gotta learn how to protect your vision. You telling your visions and stuff like that to people that don't care nothing about you, then that's a no-no, because those people don't even use their opportunity, such as what you have, and doing or willing to do the same thing. So it's very important not to be sharing information as the message with people that's not actually focused on what you're focused on, whatever that may be. These days and time, which is always has been, you have to live a real private life. We share so much information with internet and AI. I'm gonna get into the AI in a minute because a lot of people are comfortable with AI, but AI is dangerous. The AI is smarter than human beings, or smarter than us in the human form. But AI is just almost as smart as a spiritual level, because I asked the Most High just a little bit about it, and these people are like using some type of spirit that allow them to give this type of information. So you don't even know, nor do I know, that the AI is actually telling the truth. And then you got to remember that AI is created by man, so man never had any good intention for humanity anyway. You can pick any situation on the planet that proves that without even breaking that down. We don't have to pick names, none of that, because of groups, because they all in cahoots. Put it that way. It's some people that you never expect and ever thought that would be in cahoots, even your family members. That's what's so interesting and so crazy. Am I an Israelite? It's possible that I am an Israelite. Um, Answering that question, a lot of people ask me that. A lot of people ask me, am I Muslim? Our culture came from Muslim. We are Arabic language speaking individuals, but we lost our language based on slavery. We are many indigenous um, cultures and nationalities and so forth, so on. Some of the things that I learned about my culture, I'm a lot of different native Indian tribes. I do have Irish in my bloodline. I am also Nigerian, Congo, um, and here I am, a brown skinned male, which they call as black. There's nothing black on me besides my beard. And that we consider black people. If you accept somebody calling your name in school, then I'm like, yo, pudding tang, a banana head, froggy face. If you answer, then people sit looking at you and saying, okay, well, he or she, they understand their name, even though that's not your name, that's who you call yourself. So never answer to those things. Um, the AI, back to the AI. The AI is very dangerous. Some of y'all may know 19 Keys. 19 Keys did a little segment about 7 days ago about it. I ran across it. Haven't tapped in with him in a minute. He's one of the forefront runners as a leader who's really putting people on game. One of the important segments that he spoke about is our mind, how our mind get attacked. Our mind get attacked 24/7 while you wake, when you sleep. When you wake up, you can tell your mind is attacked based on you. Yeah, your goal is get rest and feel good, but by the time you wake up, some of you may smoke, drink, some of y'all may like coffee, breakfast, certain thing that get you going. And if that's off, then it ruins most people's day. You may have a person say, well, my day is messed up. For the rest of the day, my day is messed up. You know what I'm saying? My week is going bad. You know what I mean? And speaking things in existence to continuously that cycle with your mind is being attacked to say this stuff when it's not true. If something happened in the moment in the day, it's in that moment. It doesn't last for the whole day. It's impossible to be angry all day. You would be, and you are would be, And he was like, what is you are will be? You are be. You and mean be mean being in that moment is that it's like a light switch that you'll be off and on by trying to continuously to be upset and mad about something that's over with. Now, let's just say it's the person that upsetted you, they're not even upset or they're no longer upset. They done moved on, they smiling, eating food, whatever. And here you are moping and poping and don't do it. You're giving your life force away. Take your power back. Forgive yourself. Forgive them. Learn what you need to learn in that lesson. And this is another thing how people are so offended or mad at chosen seeds and star seeds and light workers and so forth, so on, of people who striving to live on a high vibration because the Most High, by them being obedient, the Most High taught them how to actually manage their anger, any depression, insecurity, all the different things that people are struggling with for those who are. And they mad at them as they didn't go through the same thing that they're struggling with. Hell yeah, we went through it. And still will go through it. Nothing, we're not exempt from nothing. No matter how much ascending, transformation, how much we elevated. And I'm speaking not only for me, I'm speaking for any and everybody. I don't care what your race is, because there's many chosen seeds, there's many star seeds, there's many light workers, there's many healers, there's many teachers. You know what I mean? I ain't into the man-made division. Is what I'm gonna call it. The man-made division to divide people, to make people feel that if you this skin complexion or if you live this place, you're not important. If you weren't important, the Most High would have never allowed you to be here. Simple as that. Man don't make babies. They just don't. They don't make none. They want to, as we done obstructively observe, they want to be a woman. We get it. You're still not a woman. Doesn't matter if you have breasts, boobies, none of that. Breasts and boobies the same thing. I meant to say BBLs and etc. And the private area exchange. You're still a man. You're still a woman. It is what it is. They have to live with that, and that's saying that without judgmental, based on what they decided to do. God just told me recently, Dwayne Wade son transformation. I didn't even know that was him. I thought it was another child of Dwayne Wade that did that. And I was like, what? Like, yeah. I'm like, wow. So, it's part of the process, part of the curses. It's part of free will. Everyone has free will to believe whatever they want to believe. But the difference between believe and knowing the truth and knowing what you know, and believing is just waiting to the substance of something to form to actually confirm that you know. That's all believe is. I believe I can fly, okay? In all actuality, I know for a fact the way that I can fly at this particular time is either by a helicopter or plane, or somebody pick me up and throw me in the air. You know what I'm saying? Or I bounce on some type of object. That's the only time I'm gonna be flying. Besides that, not flying. If that make any sense. Some of you guys may want to ask important questions, because the questions that you ask, it will block it, especially because you got people who rude, people like to troll, whatever. It's okay. Be yourself. Always be yourself, because like the young lady said yesterday, or rather today, it's good to see a snake if he or she is a snake, because they're truly identified and now you know what you're dealing with, versus someone pretending to be something that they're actually not, but the whole time they actually is a snake. So that's another thing they don't like about you chosen. Those who are here, the collective, those who are still seeking to figure out themselves, and they're finding themselves slowly but surely. People are gonna dislike you because you gonna see through the BS. You're gonna see through all the little shenanigans, not realizing, of them not realizing, to say that they didn't realize you already on game. You already experienced that with relatives in your bloodline, neighbors, so-called friends, acquaintance, enemies that was already before them. So they feel that they can one up you, okay? But in all actuality, they can't, unless you let them. Unless there's something that you need to learn, then it's different. But it's very important to actually learn the lesson and move forward. That's how you outgrow them. You can't outgrow them if you're trying to match their energy based on what type of energy they're trying to give you because they don't have none. So they need to take your energy. So if they can lower your frequency and your process of your thinking and get it on the level that they at, then they winning. So they count every little victory as possible. But them victories not even a true victory because a victory is infinite. Excuse me, it's infinite, so it's everlasting. So that's just a delusional concept of those who are delusional. You just want to know what you can do to stop drinking. You got to ask yourself the first question. Ask yourself, why are you drinking? And maybe it may need you to take some research based on the effects of drinking. You don't want to instantly stop because you've been doing it for so long, so your immune system's already used to it. Um, if you're drinking because of problems, you're gonna always have problems, and so you should ask the Most High to actually help you with that. Where you start fasting, that's a good way of actually getting rid of anything, um, and creating new habits. Is how you get rid of bad habits. He said, "What you mean?" He said, "What you mean?" Well, I mean, it's free will. It's content. He might like a lot of different things. He, she, I don't know. Some women name Nick, nickname, but if he not bothering nobody, I mean, he good. If he bothering somebody, then he have to deal with the consequences. Consequences don't instantly come right away. A lot of people be thinking they getting away with stuff. Nobody's getting away with nothing. Even thought those things when I did the things that I done in the past. You got your. Let me talk about your funky relatives. You got your funky relatives still behind your back talking about you while they doing all the crazy stuff. But they talking about what you used to do. You're no longer doing those things, and who cares? That's between you and the Most High anyway, or yourself. You're not offending or affecting anyone at this present moment in your life. But see, they want to make old things irrelevant, and they're irrelevant. It'll never be relevant. Even there, something. God Almighty, it's crazy, man. What I'm saying to say is, it's a lot of spiritual warfare. It's a lot of manipulation, and like 19 Keys said, your mind is very important to protect it. It's so easy for someone to come. Let me show you this, how crazy we have to pay attention. I'm even when I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself as well, right? Check this out. Let's just say we all at the store. We all at the store. You got this one person. This one person who has a whole attitude, or he or she looks at you crazy. Doesn't that easily change your emotions and your thought process on what you already had going on prior before they even did that? That's how important it is when he made that message us to protect our mind. Television, hearing people's situations, excuse me, hearing people's situations and even the thoughts about ourselves or even our circumstances. You know what I'm saying? I had an event not too long ago happen. I'm like, okay, it's a repetitive event. What do? You move forward and you just show gratitude for the things that the event can't effect. And even with the event that seemed to effect, it really not effect. It was just delusional. I mean, it's a illusion, and an illusion is something that's not real. It's not real at all because illusion is something that will be permanent, but illusions are not permanent. They're temporary visions, ideas, or things that you actually hear or see that seem to be something. For example, let's just say you had a car, right? And at that point that you had a car, you feel like you'll never get a car again. Well, it's illusion because there's plenty cars to actually pick from, And then your process of getting another car may not be the same way, but there's a process to get it. That's the difference. And that's what shows you illusions are not real and there are nothing but lies being told to your mind. Just like when these people speak and they tell you all these lies, well, oh, we're gonna make, America great again. Who are you gonna make great again is the question. There's no attention to detail or any detail who gonna be great. But according to results, we know who's gonna be great. In order to make yourself great, you have to do what's best for you instead of rely on somebody who don't even know you, nor will ever come visit you to get to know you. Or teach these things. All I can do is teach you and tell you, man. And then it's up to you to tell and teach yourself. That's all I can do because that's all I'm destined to be. I can't do it for anybody, and anybody can't do it for me. For me to get to where I'm at now, I had to do it. I mean, people can talk to their face turn blue, but if I don't do it, whatever is needed for my higher good, then I deal with the consequences, which I've dealt with many. Do I want to deal with any at this particular time? The answer is hell no. Am I willing to deal with any? No. Is people willing to project it? Yes. Am I going to send it back to them? Yes. It's called return to sender. People sending stuff all the time. It's return to sender. People stealing all the time. It's okay. There's nothing I can do about it. All I can do is what I am given wisdom to know to do and keep moving. Those people not going to enjoy none of the things that they steal. People, did y'all know people be stealing energy out here? I just used the example how somebody can steal your energy or is stealing your energy. They're coming to tell you, for example, their problem. They may have told you problems or that problem over and over and over. You be like, oh man, you could tell when you tired of hearing it. You be like, ah, man, I'm gonna call you back, bro. Such and such calling me. I'm gonna see what they want. You already know what they want. You already exhausted. You see what I'm saying? You gotta cut that off. You gotta cut them off. I don't care how close you are. It can be your mother. You said I need faith. DMX would call you weak. That's obvious. A 30-year-old man. Hmm. I'm weak. Living rent free. But what else? Some of you guys may be experiencing spiritual attacks. It just means you need to fast more, and then you just need to channel in with your spiritual team or the Most High and find out what you need to do. It's gonna be different from everybody because everybody's on different timelines and so forth, so on. Some of you may not even be going through anything. Congratulations. But always keep your eyes open and not think that the journey is easy because there's always somebody praying on you and they waiting on the right moment. And some of you guys who are the prayers, there's a right moment for you, which is the tower moment. The tower moment is where you thought you was gonna get away. You thought about sending evil eye. You thought about saying nasty things to people. It's actually not a joke. It's actually you're manifesting stuff, by the way. You know what I mean? Whether it's messages in the chat, messages through somebody's DMs, or even text messaging people, or even participating in evil, low vibrational, slander, gossip, all that stuff, you will pay the karma. You can say, no, nah, ain't nothing happened to me yet. Yeah, just a matter of time. It'll happen. You best believe that. No one's exempt. If you think you're exempt, you'll find out. You'll find out that you're not exempt at all. You'll find out the hard way. People don't want me to get these messages out, but There's been a few days where there's been a delay that I'm supposed to been on here. There's been some other information that I needed to give out, even when I do the short videos and stuff like that. I also looked at something else, but I'm gonna test it out on here and see how it go about. And if so, then my messages that's been given for the Most High can be a lot longer and so forth, so on, because YouTube still never responded to the question I asked them. Then there was a video that I did for you guys like last week. It never got posted because they edited everything out, and then it just had maybe 3 minutes of the video there. And we would go through that stuff. You know, these people intervening for you guys not to get the messages. But even if y'all don't receive messages from us, y'all should be already in a place where you're receiving messages from the Most High. And some people won't receive the message. And, you know, that's a situation between them and the Most High. What will be and what won't be. What's good with it, OJ, OG, OGJ? Welcome, welcome. So if some of you guys not actually following or subscribe, make sure you tap in with that. Support is support. Um, there could be messages for you in the future or the present. There could be messages for you to give to somebody else. But don't miss your blessing by being ignorant or thinking that you're too good to listen. Because the listening that you're going to be listening to is not me, it's going to be yourself. Yourself is going to talk to yourself, and yourself is going to respond to yourself. Anything outside of you is just a reflection of you. It's literally you. I know it probably don't sound right. I know it probably don't make no sense, but everything outside of us is a reflection of how we feel, is my point, and how we actually see it for what it is. But anyway, I done did 32 minutes on here. Um, you're most definitely gonna see me again. I hope all is well with you guys, your family. I hope that you wish the same thing for me. If not, you know, then I wish whatever you wish for me. I gotta make this thing stay balanced. You know what I'm saying? You can't be too much of the other, nor less of the other, and that means light or dark, good or bad, nice or aggressive, whatever. Gotta always keep these things balanced. You're gonna always meet different people that have different characters and personalities and different agendas, and you always gotta stay prepared. But shouts out to the elders, you know what I mean? And what I mean by that, the elders who really want the best for others. And the ones that don't, then whatever they wish for me, I wish for them. Just yeah. And we can't play around with this, man. This thing is serious. You know how many people in the world that's supposed to be wealthy, and you got 1% out of 100 is wealthy? What is the problem? How is it that 99.9% of the world is not wealthy, but 1% is? That's a problem. We know there's stealing and manipulation and deception and all of that. And that 99.9% need to be thinking about themselves and stop thinking about, even though they're not conscious of it because they got a lot of things that people can buy, is what do you do when things are actually needed of that money that you give away to the 1% in your household or for your, you know, medicine or transportation or food or loved one or, you know, self-love, self-care, whatever that may be. Like, they're not giving you no money, nor should they. I mean, if you continuously to give them money, but at least make sure you straight is the point. I'm not saying they don't deserve no money because it's a game anyway. If I can demonstrate something and introduce something to you and I can convince you to buy it, then it's not my fault, it's yours. If you buy it at the wrong time or you buy too much of it. Salute, man. I appreciate that support. You know, a lot of people have to understand this channel is just not for me. This is for us. We need something positive. We need something to come to whenever we go through something. You know what I'm saying? We need something to come to when we need to be um, realigned or motivated or encouraged, overcoming trauma, you know what I'm saying, childhood wounds or a destructive situation that's trying to destroy you. You have to live your whole life out, is my point. You can't shorten your life by actually getting caught up in the wrong things and being at the wrong place at the wrong time. I mean, we got lists of people who was at the wrong place at the wrong time. They got killed by their own people or friends or relatives or family or stranger, neighbor. I mean, the list go on. You are not destined to die right now. That's why you here. This is why you tapped in this channel for a reason. The Most High sent you over here. You didn't come over here by coincidence. It's billions of people doing YouTube right now or all day, every day. You got to find out more reason why you here to this channel. This channel belongs to you too because you're representing it. It's very important your representation lead by example. We're looking for new leaders. When we say we, meaning the Most High, the leaders that claim that they're leaders, they're being exempt. Ain't gonna be no president soon. Ain't gonna be no White House. Ain't gonna be none of that. They know that, and some of them don't know that. Ain't gonna be none of that. It's a whole different ball game. The Most High run things. Man don't run nothing. But man that follow the Most High run the show as well as one man. But anyway, Olabade Olugbsean, man. Peace and blessings to all, man. Look forward to seeing y'all again. Check out the shorts if you haven't checked them out. And then I got some coming real soon. But until then, again, peace and blessings. And I'll see y'all soon. And we'll tap in for sure. I'm up out of here. Y'all already know what that is.